Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to the channel, and yes, I'm back to the intro. I've had many messages over since I did the rebranding process at the first of the year, saying, "Hey, they don't like the new name. I'm still gonna call you Country, whatever." Okay, fine. Okay, I'm good with that. I am good with that. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure whether I should just start a new name, new persona, or just keep it as is. So if you notice the channel, the title of the channel now is just Call Me Country, because I've been Big Country on YouTube for years. There's no point in changing it now. So especially the ones that know me. Now the people that just now start learning who the heck I am, they're going to still call me Parasite. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But today we're going to talk about Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 2, and all the amazingness that comes with it. I mean, this is a game that has been free to play for a while, been very popular in the gaming world, and still probably one of the if not the top rated games in the world right now. It has been for quite a long time, especially when it comes to the competitive part of things. They put a lot of money back into the community, into the competitive scene. Just astronomical amounts of money. You know, I think Fortnite does it right. It's a free-to-play game, but people buy skins and other items inside the game with in-game currency. You buy V-Bucks and so forth. And they're taking that money and they're giving it back to the community. They give to the creators, they give to their partners, they give to the competitive scene. They just give back so much. Because they make, oh my God, bukus. Right, so they're doing everything right. Outside of the game being, when it first was released, the fresh colors, the contrast and saturation, the building aspect of the game. When all that stuff came out, that's what launched Fortnite to where it's at now. That, and along with the popularity they gained because of the original game idea, and giving back what they give back, that is why they are who they are. But now, let's talk about Chapter 2, Season 2, and everything that has been introduced, because up until now there hasn't been any new content really released in the game for quite a while, and the game, quite honestly, became kind of stale. Now, I played the game a lot, Season 3, Season 4, and then I just I got out of it because of mechs. Honestly, when they introduced mechs, I stopped playing. So I started playing again last season, Chapter 2, Season 1. About halfway through I started playing it, and I got back into it. Now Season 2 is here, Chapter 2, Season 2 is here. And I'm just loving it. Let's talk about the overall gameplay before we talk about new items real quick. You know, it's a new season, so there's a lot of people that are playing slower. They're being more safe. They're still trying to figure out how to play the way is right for them, whether it be aggro or super calm or whatever. I'm kind of a mixture of both. I like being aggro, especially when I'm playing squads with my buddies. I like being super aggro. The problem is being super aggro where I'm not very good to begin with, right? I can't build worth a shit. And especially when I'm with my Aussie buddies and I'm playing on the OCE servers and I'm on the NA, yeah, 250 ping I cannot build at all. So I just got to hope my shots are on. So a combination of me not being a very good builder, of not being a very fast builder, and not being a very fast editor, and my accuracy is not on point all the time either. So, you know, I'm not very good at the game, but I have fun, I have a blast. So when I play squads about being super aggressive, the problem is I'm super aggro, but I'm not very smart about it. I mean, I know what I want to do, and I actually know how to do it, but having the ability to do it is a different thing, right? So, yeah, this game is just so much fun. But let's talk about, right now, it's been, what, 3 days? Less than a week since all this, 3-4 days now since it's been updated. So let's go ahead and talk about, first, let's talk about the item changes. The vaulted items, they did throw the trap in the vault. They put the bolt action sniper in the vault and the compact SMG in the vault. But they unvaulted a lot more. Remember the minigun? Oh yeah, it's back. Heavy sniper rifle? Yes, it's back. Suppressed sniper rifle? Yeah, I mean, it's back, of course, but, you know, I don't really care for that much. I don't feel like it does as much damage as the unsuppressed or the heavy. Maybe it does. I don't know the stats, but just from my experiences, I don't know. Maybe it's because I can't hear it and I don't feel like it's as good. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Remote explosives. C4, we got that back. Grappler's back. C4 is just as strong as ever. I mean, I think the cast time is a bit slower than it was initially, so it's not quite as OP, but it's still pretty freaking powerful. Suppressed assault rifle, suppressed SMG, and suppressed pistol. Those are all been unvaulted. Now, how long these items are going to stay in the game, who knows? Maybe they'll go away in the next update. I'm sure they'll vault some of those back, or at least balance the levels a little bit more. on the next one. Also this season, we got Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool, another collab with Avengers, right? With Marvel. You have to get the battle pass in order to do some challenges. I don't quite know yet. I haven't looked much into it yet, but I'm going to figure out for sure. I will have Deadpool. I will have Deadpool. I mean, who the fuck of the Marvel and Fortnite would have done another collab this soon, right? It's pretty crazy. It's great. I love it. And we got some new locations and hideouts. These locations and POIs across the map. You have, let's see, you got the shark, you got the oil rig, you got the yacht, and you got the grotto. Hey, I thought of that all off the top of my head, right? I didn't have a list or nothing in front of me. New POI, and the agency, of course, in the center. This whole theme this year is kind of like an undercover agent, spy, ghost kind of, it's James Bondish kind of deal. It's pretty badass. It's agency. It's just, I'm having so much fun playing Fortnite now, y'all. I'm talking with my hands right now. My hands are up in the air and pointing at the screen. I'm telling you, I'm having a blast playing Fortnite right now. And I'm gonna do a couple streams here and there, a couple more videos, of course, here on the channel. So if you're enjoying what you're hearing right now and seeing what you have seen so far, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 content. Each one of these POIs, you go in, they each have a boss. They each have henchmen in there. You got the NPC. The new NPC AI is much better, man. Remember the bots of the last season where they would just throw some bots in there just so they could fill the game up? And they would shoot at you and they would like go to the left, to the right, to the up. They would never hit you. These NPCs and these freaking POIs and these locations and hideouts, they will wreck you. They will absolutely wreck you. So, and they start, it seems like they start off with 100 shield and 100 health, so you can't just go in there and pickaxe one of them 5 times or so. At least most of them you can't. But anyway, each of them have the henchmen, and each of these locations have a boss. And each time you kill one of these bosses, they drop a key card and they drop their mystic weapon. Whether it be, let's see, how many mystic weapons are there in the game? There's a, first of all, forgive me, it's not mystic, it's mythic. They're mythic weapons. Okay, but here, there's only 5, so I had all 5, I thought there were 6. No, there are 6. Okay, here's what it is. You got the minigun, you got the kaboom, you got Brutus's minigun, you got TNTina's kaboom pow, which is the crossbow. You got Sky's assault rifle and grappler. You got Meowskull's pew pew rifle. Oh, that's the hang on. You got Midas drum gun, pew pew rifle, and assault rifle. Okay, the pew pew rifle is the AK, I guess. I don't think I've had that one yet. So you got 6: minigun, boom pow, grappler, assault rifle, another rifle, and a drum gun. So there's your 6 mystic weapons. Mystic. I keep saying mystic. Mythic weapons. They're all OP. They're all strong. In order to get those, you got to go into the boss. You got to defeat the boss. They'll drop their weapon. They'll drop a key card. Then you use a key card to get into the vault. And the vault has so many power-ups. I mean, so much loot, so much loot. You cannot afford not to go to these places and get that loot. And if you don't want to go ahead, because everybody's dropping to these 5 locations, especially the agency right in the middle, it's like 70 per damn game. Everybody just drops there. It's like you either go in and you win and go, and you're going to win the game, period. If you win that area, you're good. But you're going to just die first. So if you want a lot of games put in, go to agency and die a lot. And also, when you get into these, especially the ones on the outer edges, when you get into the vault and you finish clearing it out, you get all the loot you want, you need to get out, because you're on the outer edges, and most of the time, the storm's going to be on you by the time you get done here. There is new transportation systems. Think about this. Going into it, you ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? I'm old, so unless you're older, you probably haven't seen it. But anyway, this show is back in the 80s, early 90s, whatever it was. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, they would get into a phone booth, dial a phone number, and then their phone booth will just kind of teleport through time, like through a wormhole graphic kind of deal. That's what this reminds me of so much when you jump into, but instead of a phone booth, even though this game has phone booths, the teleporting is going through a porta pooper. You jump into a porta pooper and it takes you through a wormhole and brings you out somewhere else on the map. Now it's not super far away, but it gets you out of that immediate danger a lot of times, unless of course you're at a place like Point Pleasant, PP, Pleasant Park. Wow. you go into the porta potty and it takes you down to the underground bunker, because some of the normal towns that we've known and loved so well have underground bunkers, and the only way you can get in there is through one of the porta poopers, and the way to get out is a porta pooper as well. Now, when I said the phone booths, when you're in these bases, you can go into one of the red phone booths, and you can disguise yourself to whatever base that is, whether it be Ghost or the other team. It disguises you in that outfit, so the cameras and the lasers and the turrets and it does not attack you until your cover has been blown. Even the henchmen, they won't attack you until your cover's been blown, or until you attack one of them. There's just so much stuff in the game. What do I think about it? I mean, if you can't tell by my excitement and the way I'm talking about this game now, then you just don't get it. I mean, this game is so much fun. I'm having a blast with it. Having so much fun. I've been able to get some wins. Like I said, the game starts off slow because it's being a new season, and we all got to kind of figure out our way of playing the game the right way, you know. It's good. I mean, I'm not saying the game is perfect. Don't get me wrong. There's some things that could be tweaked. Like one, C4 probably needs to be nerfed down or just taken back out of the game. The bloom, I have, if you'll see throughout this video that I have accuracy issues. I don't get good bloom at all. Even when you get the high guns like the scars, I think with the scar your first shot should always hit. If you're semi-close, come on. Controller players get aim assist. How come I can't get aim assist? Right? I suck. You'll see. I know you see it a lot. But anyhow, see, overall impressions. I can't wait to get the Deadpool. I got to look into that and see what challenges I got to do in order to get the Deadpool. And some of the skins with the battle pass, man, we got freaking giant cat men. They flex their perks at you. Their pecs, the perks. They flex their pecs at you. I mean, you got giant cat men. You got this dude at the level 100 champion this year, or character this year. He turns everything to gold. Somehow your name turns to gold once you use him long enough, and the longer you play him, the more he levels up, the more of his body turns gold. So apparently his body will turn solid gold eventually. Now, when I say everything he touches turns to gold, whether it be a boat, whether it be a gun, whether it be whatever, it doesn't change the rarity of that weapon. It just changes the color. I want to make sure that's clear. Like if he picks up an SMG, it's a blue SMG, but it turns gold. It's still a blue SMG stat, but it just looks gold. Even after he drops these things, like if you kill someone, they'll be gold in your inventory, but they are not gold rarity. Just to make that clear. Of course, a bunch of stuff with the battle pass. You get multiple skins, soundtracks, and so forth. Like there's a big dude on the screen, big Brutus. You can play as him. Just so many things, man. Anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to talk about what I think about Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 2, and I'm loving it. I'm having a blast with it. Let me know what you're feeling about this season in the comments below. Some people were talking about some frame rate issues, some FPS issues. You know, is what it is. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate all the support on the channel thus far. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Have a great day.